since brass, nor stone, nor earth, nor boundless sea, but sad mortality o'ersways their power. How with this rage shall beauty hold a plea, or whose action shall hold no stronger than a flower, or who shall summer's honey breath hold out against the wrackful siege of battering days, when rocks impregnable are not so stout, nor gates of steel so strong that time decays. O fearful meditation, where, alack, shall time's best jewel from time's chest lie hid? Or what strong hand can hold this swift foot back? Or who his spoil of beauty can forbid?
My fellow wordsmiths, I know of but one mighty tool by which we might extend our future instructions to future generations. Ta-da! Now, poets too often congratulate themselves on a page well done, forgetting that this is merely an incomplete set of instructions. Clever realizations are required before it becomes compelling.
Oh, none, unless this miracle have might, that in black ink my love may still shine bright.
The trembling shape forming out of thin stories of art play their part. These musings refuse me, my old master's room. I'll recount several layers upon cobbles and nails. Oh, you see, my dearest Queen Elizabeth, this realization I speak of is harmony. Inside a notebook, I've collected my poems, and with your favor, I would like to cast my sonnets in music. Ooh! A letter from the Queen. Yes! The Crown has heard your request. This verse would be a delight in our chamber. However, we will not subject our court to these petty trifles to which you allude. They can be identified by bawdy tunes. An artless lyric effusions, no songs. No. You must present to us rhetorically, lest you signal your esteem for us as no greater than that you hold for the Stratford barkeep. What's that, good Queen Bess? Oh, you think it's too bawdy for your court? My subjects on stage need to see this, I stress. All men to the Queen must come forth. She sees the end instead of the allegory. Lacking in politics of any sort, the language is simple. The music serves the story. Slip from the throne and withdraw support. My dear Gloriana, it won't happen again. I'm taking care not to despair. I hope that you realize, barkeepers, they're your men. What about your chair? Yes, I'll repair until consort strains are made and drinking. I'll write this prose, words free as prose. The risk that I've taken could leave me estranged. In that ugly protege, in the midst of his song. It's rather astonishing. A when nothing was, something there. I nurture an intention, inside this torment, the trembling shape drawn out of thin air. A letter? Is she sent no advance at all? Oh, perhaps I should acquiesce and write a draft song's music. Well, she's the queen, and she's the man. Up and breathing by my glorious best should be compelled to bolster fresh ideas. Yes, the head of state cannot support a body seen. Not while we're the queen, well, she's the man. I must have music. Well, she's the queen, and she's the man. It costs me nothing to dream. She's the queen, and she's the man. And what does it cost to write, to create a short skit, to tease potential backers, to let them have a taste of what is to come? Oh, but my teaser is going to flop without music. There's so much to write about, more than courtly love and loss. Perhaps this can free me to be even more experimental. Born the son of a glover, son of a taster, or a musician. Goodbye, Queen Bess. I doubt myself in everything I write. And yet the moment black ink hits the page, a swift enlightenment dares to excite this tender heart of this indulgent sage. But even as the audience applauds, cries of bravo fill the theater's halls. I curse the page. I plead to all the gods. I doubt. You may think me foolish to refuse this opportunity because you'll only permit a play. I must meddle with melodies. Now, when I began planning this spectacle, it was not my first time wielding meter with music. In ancient days, I was known to bust in the square when I was more than 13 or 14 years. In ancient days! Well, to truly grasp the picture, I'd have to sing you the song, but I don't recall the melody. But picture this. A young man gathering most of his day's coin from the kindness of strangers, and the best way to magnify one's presence amongst the madding crowd was through levity. I needed to conquer these cobbles daily. In ancient days, a Roman star was traced over all England, Year 1601, the Hooker tribe, the first strike for the guns of old England. Year 1701, the Church of the Holy Trinity sees the sun finally. Warwickshire by day shunned, houses burned in year 1000. Year 1501, the birthplace of Sir Hugh Clopton, the man who built the Chapel Guild, also built the bridge upon Avon. Now, the usual response to this poem was to thank her fourpence in my jar, but this day, the lutenist and I gave our bow. My eyes rose to meet 40 other pairs of eyes, all crowding, twinkling. This same silly poem had become transformed. Entertainment to flock to. And the chatter! Oh, it must have been heard 2 blocks away! Even in a voice faltered, my melody rested well on steady ground. Now, this young man was, of course, none other than dear Thomas Morley. God, if he'd only played the viol instead. Nowadays, he lives in a small residence in Suffolk. Master Thomas! You've lost weight.
It's a pleasure to see you, William. I gather by your puffery you need something.
Oh, you just won't let yourself enjoy the innocent flattery of your old friend, will you? Yes, all right, I need something.
I knew it!
No, I have a proposal. I recently lost the patronage of good Queen Bess due to the subject matter of my new libretto.
What subject?
Artistic creation, the process of its ability to impact story, and I want to cast all my sonnets in music.
Oh, you're mad.
What? I know! This is why the Queen will not support it. But if we could entertain another patron, that is, should you agree to take the project on, I swear to you, I will no longer be overcome by my adolescent incertitude.
You have uttered these things before each and every performance we've ever given together, William.
Yes, but this time we will create a short and enticing skit to tease potential backers, let them have a taste of what is to come.
I do happen to have a lovely new virginal. Oh, you'll love it. It's the perfect thing for this venture. I'll bring it. You have not heard a finer virginal in all of England.
Well, Thomas saying finest of all virginals just isn't really saying all that much.
William, make no mistake. I will compose with you, and I will sway you in this. In fact, take me with my keyboard or not at all.
No, we need impassioned viols, a proper consort. I'm the Stratford Bard, for God's sakes. All right, we move forward with this unfortunate format, lyricist, composer. Sounds disastrous. We may yet prove the Queen right.
No, William, your ideas usually have a way of working out. We can make this happen. It'll turn out just fine, and I could use the money.
Has your wife gone out? Yes. You have the rostrum and the parchment. Now, concentration without interruption. Jot this down. Let no one say he lacked in seeking art. Though foolishly in craft I have fallen short. Is this the journey then, famed from the start, that calls this mortal man the failing sort? Whose voice of this tolling, clatter, brass that rings mine ears with silent wings? A fiend, cutting words, here, throat, likened to an ass, obscure my sight and make the truth self-screen. Domesticated man in sweat and blood song, great birds atop the churning seas. And so, the battle of the South.
So the battle of the South grows on, from labored fruits displayed with ease. With ease, a
boy.
I don't remember what it is.
What rhymes with... forget it, I'll leave it out.
Let's go on. For the crowd, is there any choice? Condemn or laud?
So, how do you think it went? No? Don't answer.
Well, you may not have realized it, but the Lord Stratford attended our performance at Town Square.
Yeah?
He'd like to meet with you tomorrow at his estate, Farmcote Manor.
No. He wants to meet with us. Taffy and bulging collars, an air of Stratford upon the lawn. Isn't life grand when a lord holds your hand? New boots, new slops, I'm taking 3 pair. Codpiece and tailored doublet, costume reality aristocracy. Masks every night with no end to delight. Lord Stratford, you see, I'd like to tell a story of the small firm, craftsman, the creative process itself. I was hoping you could. Oh, you must away. Oh, yes, well, no, we can discuss this when the hunt is over. Enjoy your hunt. Stratford peacock's brats, all married men's mistresses, number 10. I don't care if they're dim or long. Drop this for song. Oh, good evening, Lady Stratford. How was the hunt? Huh? Yes? Yes, I can have a draft to you by next week. Thank you, my lady. Now, whenever my lord has a revel, it's not without Shakespeare and Morley. My lords, of great renown, be warned, you are possessing of the finest taste in town, in song, and reverie, a catch and air, a rondelay, a ballad-wielding glee. Beware your mindless state, for we may pen your likeness down to jest at every trait. Caffeine and bulging parlours, an air of Stratford upon a isn't life grand when a lord holds your hand? No boots, no slaps, I'd take it 3 days. Yes, no, I'm quite well, thank you. I am sorry to bother you again. Did you read it? Well, I'm not sure I want to do a complete rewrite. You think we can compromise? Very well.
As long as you don't stray from our favoring, as long as you employ creativity and humility, you'll have craftsmen, designers, art worth savoring. Our ideas of art's role is affirming nobility.
Caffeine and bulging collars, cabinets and coffers clench. All keys cough, drinking out of one trough. The Stratford's air's putrid stench. Oh, another letter. William, my boy, your poems. Oh, it's from the Lord of Stratford. Your poems are so beautifully composed. I can scarcely wait to hear you perform them. On the other hand, the tunes, were they not akin to drinking songs? This is certainly not music fit for sonnet, no, and Thomas Morley's cheap music will not be accompanying this project any further. We'll have a play with good, solid actors.
Oh, what did Lord Stratford think of our draft?
Stratford found my script to be too poor in quality to warrant a continued effort. Get me out.
What? But your sonnets are incredible.
I know.
Your writing stuns all. That's it then. Unless it was my music he misliked. You should have contracted with Master William Byrd. His compositions none could refuse. You must find someone else, or abandon the songs. A folio of sonnets, and there are still several days until the first performance. It's your first folio, and you don't need my music.
Morley, your music is absolutely integral to my vision. We will continue. You cannot leave, and I won't tolerate another single word about this. When in disgrace, with fortune and men's eye, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, look upon myself and curse my fate. Wishing me like to one more rich and hope, featured like him, friends possessed, desiring this man's art, that man's scope, and what I most enjoy, contented least. Yet, in these thoughts, myself almost despising, haply I think on thee. Then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising from sullen earth, seems hymns at heaven's my state king. There's so much to write about. Who will tell this story? Here's the musician. Text set on an instrument. Now for a match, someone perfect. Who doesn't mind experiments? Dreams of costumes in consort, shrinking down to soloists.
Oh, none, unless this miracle have might, that in black ink my love may still shine bright.
Gloriana, Virgin Queen. Queen Bess? No. Lord Stratford? No. Well then, let me try this out on you. I imagine entertainment the same as a mere soliloquy, although it lasts an hour. It could be masked. A masquerade. Masquerade! A variety of storytelling and song. The audience at their quaint tables drink day into night, accompanied by harmony. The event, propelled by one actor, produced in a small chamber. A chamber play. A chamber art. A cabaret. Which title do you like best? Chamber art, masquerade? No, you're right, they're all terrible. We can put a pin in whatever particular title we are assigned to this diversion for now. I'll remind you, whatever name this work takes on will not negate the corrosive effects of time and the changing taste of eons. Neither the quality of the work or the style nor the neatness of penmanship accomplishes that end. What we do in play is completely ephemeral. It's impossible to document. Now it's going to be fine.
If you say so.
Now, of course, I've given a note to Mark Hiss. He'll announce the two of us, then you follow my lead. That's all you, and then play. You have to play.
Please welcome our next performers. These two are sure to be a smashing hit, the countryside and the capital over. Please welcome Thomas Morley and William Shakespeare.
Greetings! Yeah. Excuse me, everyone. Yes, thank you, but the announcement was supposed to be heard in the following order. William Shakespeare and Thomas Morley. Tom, you don't mind if I'm first, do you? Thank you! Now,
Thank you all.
thank you all for coming today. It is with great pleasure I'd like to present a poem to you. Prologue of sorts, one which designs upon the heart and mind alike, yes. A prefatory poem to underlay an impending great entertainment. Throughout my stage career, I have collected the finest elements from the courts of Queen Elizabeth's reign, the vernacular behaviors of the common people, the ancient rhetorical arts, in order to dumb them down for you.
William.
No, I didn't mean dumb down. I just meant to create synthesis. As drama flows, yes, these disparate elements congeal steadily towards the formation of a unified whole. Year after year, performing play after play, the language and imagery involved in my scenes was reaching the understanding of ears of fewer and fewer audience members. I find it's time for language short, clear. Time for a message more direct, and for theater primarily through music. So I had envisioned a triumphant outing for our first work, but a band comprised of one musician, even if he is my friend, performing on the harpsichord. It could not possibly resound with triumph. Morley, you should have brought the lute instead of making us endure this prologue. Yes, it's just no. Where is it? I just had it. Tom, be a good fellow. Cover for your old friend. Play something heavy. I'll return presently. Thank you, Tom. Sure, thank you. Oh, they're all clapping now. Lovely. Now, I am deeply disturbed that we do have to continue with the harpsichord alone. But use your imagination. You will do us all a great kindness to imagine something more sustained, more direct than this. No, that's Morley. Pluck box. Finally, the prologue. The delayed recitation of which I must make even more injurious with a sort of prefix. You see, creating a new invention is a cyclical process, one that begins and ends with doubt. Cascades, gushing cascades of doubt. Even now, I must tell you, my poem, like much of my writing, still wet on the page when I first doubted it. My lines, having been rooted in yesterday's gardens, having inspired no future generations' bloom, wither, the last of their aged strains. An instant antique, I fear, these quaint and aged strains. You see what I mean about the doubting? Just allow me to, because I don't like it, I'm going to, so listen, this is a newly created invention, so in an effort to render a more suitable product for a new and ever-changing audience, I will make attempts to transcribe these lines into fresh and unassuming fruits of the present moment. I have to change. This is part of the process. Beautiful. Don't doubt yourself. Alas and alack, the moment has been ruined. Sense it. Let's move forward. Skip the prologue. Skip it. That concern you, Morley? Great. Let's continue. Music captivates us, arrests us. At least it has me, ever since I was a little boy. That's why I know this combination of text with music alone satisfies my desire for fantastic and polymathic art. An intimate text, massaged with music.
Let no one say he lacked in seeking art, though foolishly in craft I've fallen short. Is it the journeys and fate from the start that calls this mortal man the failing sort? Whose voice is this of tolling clattered brass that rings mine ears with silent wings of fiend? Obscure my sight and make the truth self-screen. sweat and blood song, great bergs of art atop the churning seas. And so the battle of the self grows long, the labored fruits displayed with ease. With these abutments held up o'er the crowd, 'tis their remaining choice. Condemn or love.
And when we performed this sonnet in Stratford, we were met with marvelous applause. No judgment. No judgment. But also requests to furnish many copies. I knew you'd like it. Thomas, another letter?
Oh, yes. It's from Benjamin Johnson.
Ah!
You always love yours.
Benjamin Johnson always sends the latest reviews as soon as he writes them. Probably reveling in the beauty of our language. Speak it out to us. Don't wait a minute longer.
If by my misery ye be not
If by my misery ye be not warned! For unto none of you like me sought these birds to cleave, these puppets, I mean, that speak from our mouths, those antics garnished in our colors, yes, trust them not. But there is an upstart crow, cool reference, beautified with our feathers, that with his tiger's heart wrapped in a player's hide, supposes he is as well able to bombast out a blank verse as the best of you. I doubt in myself in everything I write. Yet the moment black ink hits the page, a swift enlightenment dares to excite the tender heart of this indulgent sage. But even as the audience applauds, cries of bravo fill the theater's hall, I curse the page and plead to all the gods to free me from self-created walls. So here I sit, within my writing den, with solemn face and drooping head and neck, still clinging to that sleek and noble pen, a comet tracing glimmers or a wreck. To write is to divulge thy deepest soul, while digging in an ever-deepening hole. Let the final resting place of this endeavor be consecrated in our memories. And don't imagine!
No, William! You said to follow you. You said you gave a note to Marcus. All that is mine. But if I leave with you. Okay, well.
I know I said my piece about plucked stringed instruments, but that was utterly beautiful. When did you compose such a piece?
Oh, no, that was improvised. I mean, it's called a bittoneum. I started with the trill, turned it to a scale. That's all I did.
My studies recuse me from my old master's view. Reflect several layers upon coppers and mayors. Therein lies the beauty that time steals. Unless we, as artists, use our quill, our voice, to inspire future generations. And through our modest doubt, coupled with convictions, we lead ourselves to stronger satisfaction in the end. It's rather in place of where nothing was, while something began. I nurture and invention inside this doublet, the trembling shape drawn out of thin air.
Thank you so much for coming today. We've had a great time working on this piece, and part of it is reading it in front of a live audience. So thank you so much for being there for us, being part of the community. Our wonderful friend Dawn has brought some treats once again. I'm so glad. So please help yourself with some treats. And I also want to thank our wonderful director, Tami. Thank you so much. And enjoy the rest of your day. Please feel free to ask questions if you have any, or play the harpsichord, but eat the treats, yes.
Hey, Jeremiah,
Yeah,
what inspired you to write this?
that's a good question. In June, I was driving up with my husband to Grand Lake, and we just kind of were shooting around some ideas about, I had recently become interested in the fact that Thomas Morley and Shakespeare lived in the same town for like under a year. And so I thought, oh, is there anything to connect them? And so we thought, well, what if Shakespeare had an idea to create a cabaret in 1590, you know? So kind of like, thank you for asking.
Are there any other questions?
Thank you all so much.
Really appreciate it.
Oh, we got to do Peter and the Starcatcher together, and he played the wonderful Black Stash Captain Hook. And so it was. And so I said I had to have him for this character.
Yes, and any excuse to not only speak Shakespeare, but play Shakespeare.
And Jeff is playing the MC in Cabaret tonight, so that's why he has to go early. And why we all thank you for coming over early today too.
It's
So.
in Brighton in October.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it. Cabaret.
Thank you all so much.
All right.